Hi Leo, here is your reading for yourself and your ex-partner. Now, please bear in mind it is a general reading. If it doesn't resonate, please check your moon and your rising signs. Also, obviously, if you are not interested in any way about your ex-partner, then obviously this is not going to be the reading for you, okay? Now, I've done the 2-row spread like normal. This is the row for you and this is the row for your ex-partner. Please bear in mind sometimes the energies and the messages can get crossed over. So if I'm talking about you, but it feels it fits or applies more to your ex-partner, then obviously use that particular message to suit your own situation. Now, up here, we have the last major arcana. It's number 21 and it's the World card. The World card, ordinarily, when it's in the upright, it talks about one chapter of your life coming to an end. It talks about completion in order for a new beginning to open up. When it's in the reverse, it can talk about an inability to move forward. It can talk about how you may still be very much focused on your ex-partner and in some way hoping that this relationship can be reconciled. It can talk about the refusal to let go of the past and trying to hold on to it. Now, your ex-partner has one of the most positive cards in the tarot deck. They have the Sun card. And the Sun card, it talks about feeling energized. It talks about feeling protected. It talks about feeling happy. It's a positive omen for new endeavors. Now, down here for you, we have the 3 of Pentacles. Sometimes the feeling I do get with the 3 of Pentacles, I do get this feeling sometimes whereby of a third party interference here, okay? There is 3 people here, okay? And these 2 are obviously planning something and telling this person about their plans. But sometimes it strikes me that they may be telling this person their plans as this couple, but really this person could be involved with one of these people. I don't know why, it's just that feeling I get with this 3 of Pentacles sometimes, especially in relationship readings. But it could also symbolize how in some way you, because you're feeling unable to let go of this relationship, that you may in some way be trying to make some plans and come up with a plan in order to be able to reconcile this relationship, in order to be able to sort things out with your ex-partner. Now, on your ex-partner side, we have here the 3 of Swords. Now, the 3 of Swords, it is reversed here. The 3 of Swords itself First of all, it can talk again about a third party situation. It can as well sometimes talk about getting to the heart of the matter, of what went wrong. But it can as well talk about sadness and sorrow, heartbreak, grief, rejection. That feeling of literally being stabbed in the heart. When it's reversed, it talks about a recovery from that. It talks about how your ex-partner may be releasing any pain that they felt with the breakup of this relationship. It can talk about that they may very well be carrying some regrets with them. And there may be a need for them to forgive you, or even indeed forgive their own actions in some way, in order to help them on this path of recovery now. But we see when it's reversed, it talks about the bad times going. As I said, being on that path to recovery, and the fact that we have that Sun card up there for them shows that that's exactly how it is for them. That maybe they suffered in some way, maybe you ended the relationship, or maybe they ended the relationship, but this card talks about how they felt the pain of the breakup as much as maybe you did. Now, down here for you, we have the High Priestess. It's number 2 in the Major Arcana. And the High Priestess, it often talks about... It can talk about a decision that you may need to make. And you may very well look for some form of spiritual enlightenment. As example, looking at readers on YouTube, in order to search for some sort of guidance, knowledge and help in regards to this decision, in regards to whether you should move forward or whether maybe you should attempt for a reconciliation. The thing with the High Priestess is it talks very much about the need for you to listen to your intuition now. For you to listen to that little inner voice, because that will help you to be able to reach this decision that you've got to make. It talks about using your intuition now more than your logic. For your ex-partner, we have here the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords, it can talk about how something may very well get revealed. The Seven of Swords can often talk about how somebody may feel that they got away with something. It can again talk about an affair. How somebody may have had a third party situation. and how that may actually come to light. It can also talk about finding it difficult to be able to take the first step in a new direction. So we see them feeling more positive and energized. We see them on the road to recovery here with the Three of Swords, but also maybe carrying some regrets. And this card could very well be talking about how they're on that road to recovery, but they may still be struggling in some way with being able to take those steps forward that they need to take to gain a full recovery from this. But the Seven of Swords as well, it can also talk, as I said, about an element of dishonesty. About how somebody has done something wrong and they feel that they've got away with it. Now, this is either talking about your ex-partner did something wrong, and maybe that's why there's some regret there. And it may very well have been a third-party situation because we have the Three of Swords there. Now, for your outcome card, you have here the Knight of Wands. It is a positive card. The Knight of Wands, it talks about charging in and charging forward to something new. It talks about having an idea and charging off in pursuit of that idea. Now, this has fallen below the High Priestess, where I spoke about a decision, a major decision here. And if we see the Knight of Wands, it's like you've made this major decision and you're now going to go charging off in pursuit of it. Now, before I clarify that Knight of Wands, we're going to look at your ex-partner's outcome card. They have here the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is often referred to as the communication card. The fact that it's reversed, it can talk about a delay in communication, or it can talk about communication that may be negative in some respects because we see these thorns here on the wands. But also an aspect of the Eight of Wands can talk about delays in moving forward, or delays with plans to move forward, and how they may be growing impatient in some way. The need with the Eight of Wands is to stay focused. And like I said with that Seven of Swords, if that's not talking about somebody has done something wrong or lied and feels they've gotten away with it, it's then talking about the other aspect that I said, that they may in some way have difficulty in being able to move completely forward, a difficulty in making that first steps forward in some way. And the Eight of Wands, as I said again, it can talk about a delay there. Now I'm going to clarify the Knight of Wands for you. Here we have the Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords, it can talk about how a relationship may have ended bitterly. It can talk about how you may have felt as though the other person was stringing you along in some respects. But it talks as well about psychological pain. But the fact that it's a 10, it talks about that coming to an end. That yes, you may very well have felt intense pain by this breakup, but we see you recovering from it. The 10 talks about it ending. After the 10, we get the Ace, which is the new beginning. And like I said, we see here with the Knight of Wands, you in pursuit of an idea and then charging forward. Now I'm going to clarify the Eight of Wands. And here we have the Devil card. The Devil card talks about feeling chained or trapped by someone or something. But the two people are not actually chained together. They can easily lift the chain and release themselves from each other. The fact that your ex-partner seems to be having delays in being able to move forward is because in some way they're still tied to you. It may be psychologically that they're feeling this attachment to you. They're feeling tied to you. They're feeling as though they're struggling with being able to break that tie with you. I do feel for the majority of you, I feel that you were the one that ended this relationship. And you know what's come to my mind now, if I'm being honest and truthful here? The message I'm getting now, with this World card, I think for some of you, this could be talking about how you felt when you was in this relationship with your ex-partner. And I'm sorry about that noise, but it's my dog drinking water, and she is quite loud when she drinks. That World card, as well as clinging on to the past, attached with that World card, it can talk about stagnation and boredom and routine. And it could very well be, for some of you, that World card may have been how you was feeling when you was in this relationship. But your ex-partner may have been feeling very positive and very happy within this relationship. And the Three of Pentacles, it could be talking about a third party situation that you may have entered because of the way that you felt when you was in this relationship. Or it could be that you were making plans to end this relationship. And that's why we see the Three of Swords on their side. I'm going to clarify your Ten of Swords. Here you have the Queen of Wands, and it's reversed. The Queen of Wands, when she's reversed, and please, it's not gender specific in these general readings. The Queen of Wands is fire energy, okay? Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So we have your own energy here. The Queen of Wands, when she's reversed, it can talk about infidelity. It can talk about jealousy and deceit. It can talk about somebody being too pushy and somebody showing forms of manipulation. It can talk about somebody that has had or is having a destructive effect on a family environment. But it can also talk about somebody that has crossed a line too far. You know that feeling when somebody just keeps doing something. It may be the same thing over and over again, or maybe different things. And you kind of take it. And then in the end, you just get to that point where you just think, you know, you've gone too far this time. You've crossed a line too far this time. And I'm not going to take it anymore. Now, I don't know if this is talking about you. It is your own energy here, Leo. And maybe you crossed a line too far. You know, this is all still to play out, though, at the end of March. So this Queen of Wands energy is still yet to come through here, okay? But also, the other aspect I feel with the Queen of Wands is sometimes it can talk about the need for you to believe in yourself more. Because the Queen of Wands upright is somebody that knows what she wants and goes and gets it. The Queen of Wands is somebody that is able to stand on her own 2 feet, be very independent, be very creative, and is able to take care of herself and others who are dependent on her. When the Queen of Wands is reversed, it may talk about the need to tap into that energy. I'm going to clarify that Devil card. Here we have Judgment. And it's strange because Judgment is the card that comes directly before the World card in the Major Arcana. It is number 20, okay? And it is reversed. The Judgment card can talk about sometimes having an element of self-doubt and self-judging. It can talk about an element of being too hard on oneself. But it can also talk about an unwanted severance. Something ending that they didn't want and didn't expect. And sometimes with this, there can be this element of knowing that they may have handled a situation badly or dishonestly. The Judgment card, it talks about the need to accept what's happened in the past and the need to settle on a verdict in order to then to feel free to move on. Maybe it was your ex-partner that did do something wrong. Maybe it was your ex-partner that had a third-party situation. And maybe the Devil card showing up with that element of feeling tied to something may very well be that they are feeling tied to this situation because they know that they wronged you. They know that they handled all of this situation very badly and that maybe they did cheat, maybe they did lie. Maybe they did think they got away with something with the Seven of Swords. But the fact of it is, Leo, you need to get this Queen of Wands upright. You need to step away now from this Ten of Swords energy. You need to allow that to move and to go. Let that go. And turn this Queen of Wands upright. Where you are strong, where you're empowered, where you've got that fiery character, where you've got a plan, you've got a course of action, and you're going to go for it, where you're feeling well balanced and you're able to meet your own needs. It's quite a muddled reading, this one, and it can go in so many different ways for so many of you here. But the strongest feeling I'm having here is that either you wronged your ex-partner or they wronged you. And I'm feeling it's more the ex-partner has wronged you. And they are carrying, I feel, a lot of guilt and regret about what they did here. I don't see a reconciliation here, okay? But I do see an element of maybe your ex-partner needing to apologize or explain in some way about what they did do and why they did it. Or like I said, Leo, it's you. It's you that's brought this pain to your ex-partner. Okay, Leo. That does conclude your ex-partner reading for the month of March. I'm going to be back really soon to do the love reading for March. Obviously, I am running behind, okay? I've had lots of private readings, and so it has set me back on the time span. But nonetheless, when I do the readings, then that's the right time that you're meant to hear these messages. I want to say a massive thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing. If you do want to book a private reading, please email me. You can find my details in the description box. And like I said, I don't see a reconciliation here. But I do see somebody carrying a lot of regret for knowing that they behaved in what I think to be a very dishonest way here. And I do think for certainly, a big group of you, we could be talking about some third-party infidelity situation here. And for some of you, that's going to be you, Leo, that did that. And for others, it's going to be the ex-partner. But like I said, that does conclude your reading. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.